this afternoon to share with you preliminary findings of the SADC Elections Observation Mission to the National Assembly elections in the Republic of Mauritius held on the 10th December 2014. We thank you for graciously honoring our invitation. Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, this year we have witnessed an unprecedented number of elections in our region, SADC. We started in Malawi, South Africa, Mozambique, Botswana, and Namibia. Now we are in Mauritius. We had witnessed with honor and humility the participation of our people in all the SADC member states in their own festival of democracy. In January and February 2015, the Republic of Zambia and the Kingdom of Lesotho will also go to the polls. SADC attaches great importance to the holding of peaceful, transparent, free and fair, credible elections in its member states. The CIOM aims to assess the extent to which the Constitution, national electoral laws, and SADC principles and guidelines governing democratic elections are adhered to during the entire electoral process, and to identify the best practices in our member states for the purpose of improving the quality of our electoral processes. The CIOM was deployed at the invitation of the government of the Republic of Mauritius. His Excellency President Jacob Gedleyihlekisa Zuma, President of the Republic of South Africa and Chairperson of the SADC Organs on Politics, Defense and Security Cooperation, in turn extended an invitation to member states to constitute the SADC Elections Observation Mission for the CIOM. Following the official constitution of this mission, President Zuma appointed me in my capacity as Minister of International Relations and Cooperation in the Republic of South Africa to head this CIOM. Dr. Tex, the SADC Executive Secretary, was mandated to facilitate the deployment of the observer mission. The CIOM leadership comprises representatives of the Troika, Organ on Politics, Security and Defense Cooperation, with the names of the Excellency Sidati and Fan that I've already referred to. Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, SADC Electoral Advisory Council, or the SADC, which also advised this observer mission, undertook a goodwill and pre-deployment assessment mission to Mauritius last month, which confirmed that the environment was conducive to holding of elections. In fulfillment of its mandate, the CIOM deployed 82 observers throughout Mauritius from 10 SADC member states, who constituted themselves into 11 teams. The mission observed pre-election events and preparations, including political rallies and media coverage of the elections. Prior to the launch of the mission, I met Her Excellency Monique Bulapeu, who was at that time acting president. I also met with our delegation. We met with the Dr. Arvin Bulel, the Honorable Minister of Foreign Affairs, Regional Integration and International Trade. We met also with the Electoral Commissioner, following which the observation mission also met with other political stakeholders. The consultations assisted the mission to appreciate the context and political environment in which the elections were taking place. During our consultations, a number of stakeholders raised concerns, Mr. Alia, perceived bias in the allocation of airtime by the National Broadcasting Corporation, alleged utilization of state resources by the ruling party, questions around the secrecy of the ballot. Some stakeholders were unhappy with the counterfoil numbering of the ballots, as this, in their opinion, compromised the secrecy of the vote, even though the practice is enshrined in the laws of the country. Identification of individuals according to religious / ethnic communities, as outlined in the laws of Mauritius, was also cited as a challenge. Perceived campaigning for some candidates by the president was also cited. The campaign expenditure limit of 250,000 rupees was allegedly exceeded by some candidates, and some candidates considered this limit to be too high, while some considered it to be too low. A lack of state funding for political parties was also cited as a challenge, and low representation of women as candidates. These concerns were discussed with the electoral management bodies, or EMBs, political parties, civil society and other relevant stakeholders, and explanations were provided. Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, the CEO, meaning the SADC Elections Observation Mission, observed the following: that prior to, during and after elections, the political atmosphere is generally peaceful, despite some minor isolated inter-party incidents. Members and supporters of contesting parties largely demonstrated a high level of political tolerance and maturity. This created an atmosphere in which people were free to express their opinions and to associate. The broader population was perceived to have confidence in the electoral